going to do today is I'm going to make some of the best fried potatoes you've ever eaten. Now, I've had a lot of requests from all the elves, everybody in the whole little kingdom are wanting to have some of these fried potatoes. And how do I make my potatoes crisp and good? Well, there's a lot of secrets out there, and there's a lot of people that are snake oil salesmen, but let me tell you the right way to do it. Ooh, boy, that's cold water. Yeah, it always is at the North Pole. It's so cold, sometimes it comes out as ice cubes. There we go. But we're going to peel them too. And the reason we're going to peel them, we're washing them ahead of time a little bit, and then we're re-washing them a second time. And let's get a little more soap. See that nice bubbly stuff going on? That's what we want. Okay. Now, I'm going to set these up here, and I'm going to go ahead and peel them, and I'm going to set them over here on this board. I'm going to peel them at normal speed, because I peel pretty fast anyway by nature, so this is just normal speed. And in this case, I'm going to try to get all of the peeling off that I can. These are nice fresh ones. I think one of the reindeer turned them out the other day for me. Let's see here. The front, get it to a nice medium heat. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in it. So that oil starts to heat right there. Now there's what she looks like. What I'm going to do first, before I do anything, is I'm going to cut the onion up a little bit and clean it up some. And by doing that, I'm going to put those over there. Onion up pretty thin.
Okay.
Now with that being said, I have these onions sitting right here, ready to start. And what I'm going to do is, I'll move them over to the side, keep them on the board, but kind of keep them a little bit separate. Okay, I'm going to take this potato. We're going to begin now by shredding. And I shred pretty quickly too. You have to be careful when you get down close to make sure you move your fingers back. Kind of hurts if you don't. I don't want my fingers to, woohoo, they slid right out of there, didn't it? That's good. And here's what you want to see. You want to see those little nubbins get a little sizzle around the edges. Now look at the translucence right around the edge of the potato. Can you see where it's kind of translucent around the edge? That's the part. You want that translucence to be there when you're frying your potatoes, because what happens is that's just before it gets crisp. That means that potato looks really good. So this grease is almost perfect for starting. I'm going to get a spatula, and I'm going to turn the piece over so I can look at it. Let's turn this one over right here. And see that brown around the edges? It's ready. I'm going to drop these onions right into this. I put them in first. Okay? Now once they're in, I'll move them around a little bit. And that's going to get the grease kind of flavored up a little. Look at that edge. Isn't that nice? Boy, if you could smell this right now, you would say, man, that smells good. We're ready now, okay? So all I'm going to do now is shove this into here. And that's a lot of potatoes. Look at that. As we move them around, I'm going to take the handle. I'm going to move them around a little bit, like this. And if you'll notice, the color that they are down below, it's different than the color up above. It's because that grease is just perfect. Okay, you can see that we've turned this over. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Oh, okay. Now see, I'm already wanting to fidget with it. I shouldn't be messing with it, but that's the color we're searching for in our potatoes. We got to let them get that crisp brown on top. Well, now we're ready now to go ahead and see what we've got underneath here. Notice how, see, it holds up like this? That tells me that she's really working well. Now, this is the tricky part. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what you're seeing is these dark curls are the onions, and they're providing some really good flavor, and that's exactly what you want it to look like. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, that looks good. All right, you'll see me cutting it up a little bit. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. Now, look at that crispy brown. Look at that. You tell me these aren't. Now, right now, we've been at this for about 20 minutes. Now that they're all done, they're completed, I'm gonna turn my heat down to about a 4.5. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pour these potatoes into a plate. It's kind of like a holding station. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it makes me hungry looking at it. What we're doing here is we're frying these potatoes for the very best egg sandwich you'll ever eat. Now, a lot of people say they know how to fix an egg sandwich. They don't know. There's no idea. This is how you do it correctly. Then I'm going to fry up just a couple very small eggs. Actually, I'm going to fry about 3 or 4 eggs. I'm going to poke them, and so they fry crisp. Okay. 1. Don't you love the sound of a frying egg? I mean, it really has a nice, it's almost like music. I just love to hear it. It's a good sound. And I kind of bump them. You can bump them on the edge of the skillet anywhere you want to. And you see that bubbly, crisp stuff around the edge? Before it gets too far, I'm going to put the salt and pepper, a little bit of salt, and actually quite a bit of pepper. You pepper and salt to taste the way you like it, but look at that. So see that bubbly crisp around there? I'm going to poke those now. Okay? And we're going to make this into 2 egg sandwiches here. So what's going to happen is we don't want to scramble them, but we want them to be well mixed. Then I'm going to separate them just a little bit so we get enough for 2 sandwiches. I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put 2 pieces of toast in the toaster so they get toasted kind of nice. This is for the egg sandwich. And I'm going to turn these over because right about now they're ready. It's going to be good. Now, look at that. Isn't that pretty? We're going to come over here and this toast is going to pop up any second. Oh, look at that. It just got done. Okay, no problem. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this cream cheese on this piece of toast right here, put about half of it on this one, put the other half on this one. It's going to make the flavor of this really mellow. Take this, smear it around onto this toast. Okay? And then we're going to have to put 2 more pieces of toast into the toaster while this is going. Okay? Now this takes about 25 minutes to make this breakfast from scratch. While that toast is toasting, we're going to come over here and we're going to take some of this potato that's here. Oh man, look at this. We're going to lay some of that potato on here real nice like. That's beautiful. Look at that. Lay that up there. Now that's, look how crispy. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay. Well, that's looking good. Okay. We're ready now to have the eggs put on. Okay. And that kind of looks kind of wiry, but I'll show you a little trick here. Look at that. That looks pretty good. This toast is going to pop up any second again. There you go. Woohoo, boy, it's nice and hot. I'm going to take about half of it on this toast. Take about half of it on this one. I'm going to smear it around. You're going to make somebody really happy when you fix this for them, okay? That goes on there, and let me show you. You fold that up and in, so it kind of looks a little tidier. I'm going to fold this one up and in. All you have to do is just give it a little twist. That way it sticks in there. We're going to do the same thing for this one. Okay, now, we now have 2 plates of egg sandwiches. Let me show you how good it is. Come on over here with me. I'm going to set one down. This will be for me. Yeah, well, this might be for me too. I may have 2 sandwiches when it's all over. Okay, now there's my lunch. I'm looking forward to this. So with that, let's test it and see. Oh man, a second. Woo, this is nice. It smells, you know, it smells like crispy fried potatoes with cream cheese and egg sandwich. This is the perfect egg sandwich. Look at that egg just laying over the edge there. Okay, here goes. You be the first to tell me if my face looks happy. Oh. I can face a cold winter's day with this breakfast every morning. Fix this for your kid before they go to school. They're going to be, you'll be the hero. You will be the hero. This is delicious. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than a fried egg potato sandwich on a cold winter's day. On a warm summer's day. Followed by a rich glass of milk. Excellent breakfast. Hope you enjoy the meal. Thank you. Now,